this Friday afternoon. I'm going to give time to get everybody into the chat and to hang out and all that because I am a couple minutes early. But I'm probably going to have to start moving these things forward on Fridays just because it's starting to get into winter time. Either that or I'm going to have to start doing the lives like in the office, which is a little more boring because then we can't do Bunny Barn lives. Or I could just like be a normal human being and put electrical lights up in the barn. But, you know, that's one of those things where I'd actually have to like set something up to work. And I am not very good at that whatsoever. But let me make sure this live chat is up. There we go. Y'all, it has not been the best of weeks. I am dragging. And we also have a big storm coming in too, so that's not helping. Let's see. Sorry, I definitely missed that chat. Hello, hello. How are you doing? I am here. It has not been the best of weeks, but we are here. I am really dreading this winter coming in. It's already being weird and all kinds of odd weather. We're getting really low at night. As you can see, I am in a winter jacket right now. It is so cold. Like, it's not like horribly cold, it's just cold. Like, at night it's getting down into the 40s, and I'm starting to worry about my plants freezing because it's just getting through that time. And I don't know if it's the weather or what. I have lost almost 2 complete litters of kits this time, both my minis and my champagne litter. I am down to 1 mini Rex, and probably by the time we're done with this live, it'll be down to 2 champagnes. I have a champagne in my bra right now, trying to warm him up, but he's fading away pretty fast. But we have had the worst luck with kits this month. Yeah, it's okay. We also lost Mushu, and that's been digging on me pretty heavy. He twisted his gut on Wednesday, so that's a pretty fresh one too. So, and I haven't really talked about that on any of my. I mentioned we had to get the emergency vet out here, but I haven't really talked about the fact that we lost our horse. So that sucks, and it's one of those things that really like puts you back because, you know, it's not like when you lose a rabbit or a chicken or something. It's one of your like pets. So that wasn't fun. And between the vet bill and getting someone out here to cart him away, it's a pretty penny. So it sucks, but I taking it day by day, trying to get through everything because there's not really much you can do about it, and there's stuff that needs to get done. So, which it's one of those things where we always talk about we were expecting him to go at some point because of how old he was getting, but you never necessarily expect for it to be that quick. So that sucks. So I'm not really energetic tonight. I am kind of depressed, but it's okay because we're gonna play with bunnies and it's going to help a little bit because when things are bad, we go play with our bunnies. So bummer, staying busy helps. Yes, staying busy does definitely help. I just try to keep my brain moving because if you don't slow down, you don't have to think about it. You have to think about work and math, lots and lots of math. Like, I'm doing a lot of math recently because we talked about getting the dogs almost on a completely raw diet with the rabbits because of how expensive kibble's getting. Jesus Christ, Sydney, why? Why do you think that's a good idea to stand right there, you creepy heathen? Holy cow, what is wrong with my child? My child's standing. Okay, so our windows are kind of frosted over, right? And my child is sitting at the window like this. What is wrong with her? Jesus Christ, that scared the ever-living piss out of me. God. I love that child. I am not going to eat my child. No, I am not going to eat my child today. That is not what we're doing today. We don't eat children in this homestead. That is called cannibalism, and it's frowned upon in this society. Like, Jesus, child. Yeah, I don't think we're going to save him. No, that child, I swear to goodness, that child scares the ever-living crap out of me. I swear homesteading sometimes gets on my last feeler. I honestly don't think I'm saving this kit, which is frustrating as heck because it's one of our champagnes. Ugh. I have one child trying to take over the universe and the other just trying to scare the pants off of me. I swear to gosh. Oh well, I do have some relatively good news. I haven't talked about it much, but we have 2 new silver foxes. Their names are Nina and Zeus. Nina is a black, but she's a chocolate carrier. And then Zeus is our new blue silver fox buck, and they're both juniors, but they're from one of the local silver fox breeders that when I talked about my last show how Wiley was beat out by a senior doe, that was out of her stock. So they're quite amazing little rabbits. Their whole goal, like, they're great in type, don't get me wrong, but their whole point in our program is to improve our fur quality. So, hey, you gonna hold this thing for me? Keep it warm. So the whole point is to improve the fur quality of our silver foxes, because our type's pretty on point. It's just everything else. Oh, careful, don't fall over things. Make sure you're keeping that thing warm, okay? But, yeah. Hopefully, we'll see here at the end of the night. What? Because he's fading and we're trying to save him. So you want to keep him super warm so he's not expressing that much energy. But hope. Good job. But no, the hope is Nina and Zeus are both they're about the same age as Raven. So they were born in April. I don't know when in April. I have to check the paperwork when she gets it to me. But in theory, with them being born in April, that means at the beginning of the year I can start. What, baby? Yep, just like that. By the beginning of the year, hopefully I can use Nina as a brood doe. And hopefully in the next month or so, I can use Zeus and breed him to Vanessa. That's the goal, at least, is if I can breed Vanessa with Zeus, we'll get some more blues in the barn. But I'm super excited that we have a blue buck now. That does lead me to the next problem of I now have 3 silver fox bucks. I'm only supposed to have 1, and I have 3. Because with my breeding program, I normally keep 1 at a time, and then the better out of the program replaces and all that. But I somehow have 3 right now, which is... It's not as big of a deal as if I had 3 mini Rex, but it's still a big deal from a standpoint of space because, hey, don't jump around like that. You're going to scare the bunnies. That's not okay. From a standpoint of space, because I don't have room for that many bucks. Is Zeus also a chocolate carrier? No, but Nina is. Zeus is a blue and just carries blue on his pedigree. We don't see any chocolate on his pedigree at all, and even then, I guess you could, theoretically, but no, he doesn't have any chocolate in him, which is fine. Nina does. So in theory, if I take Nina, I breed her to something, and we know she's a chocolate carrier because her dad's a chocolate. So she has to carry the genes. So in theory, in a generation or so, I could get chocolates in the barn. And like I said, here in a little bit, if I get everything done, I'll grab Zeus out of his cage over in quarantine because they're not in here right now because I have them away from all the others. Hey, careful, you're going to run into something. You're stepping on my cords. But we'll see. It'll be pretty cool to get some chocolates in here, not going to lie. I love chocolate silver foxes. I think they are absolutely gorgeous. It's just I've never had any chocolate carriers before, so if Nina does well, there is a possibility that we could get some in the barn. In a couple generations, that is. Love the Ryan. I am so glad you love it. I am feeling not the most energetic tonight. I am trying to keep the pep in my step, but like I said, here, look, I'm right here. I am not the happiest right now. We've been having a lot going on here, so I'm trying. I took a break from TikTok. I haven't really. Hello, Maximilian. Get out of my barn, please. You are not eating the. You're gonna go deeper into the barn. Okay, Max. You heathenistic goat. At least Dallas has Max, you know? Max is here to torment Dallas for at least the next 10 years. But at the same time, I will say Danny did surprise me though, because and he said don't get excited, so therefore I'm not excited. So we lost Mushu. And Danny mentioned about talking to some family. They raise Pasafinos down in Mexico. And he mentioned maybe in the next few years bringing home a Paso. And I would be completely okay with that. I love Pasafinos. I think they're gorgeous. Yeah, he is going to move a little bit, baby. So if we get a, I told him if we get a Pasafino, I want to name it Ringo, like the little lizard off of that one Johnny Depp movie. And it can be Ringo the Pasafino, but I want a gelding because I only have one mare on this property and it's the only thing I can handle, huh? Yeah, he's still alive. He's just fading, baby. So if I could get a little, but again, this is like way in the future. This isn't anytime soon, at least in my mind. Because, you know, not anytime soon. But there is a possibility to get, like, we've talked about it because it would be nice to make sure that we can go on trail rides because riding alone, for one, is dangerous. Like, the only time I'm ever on Dallas is when Danny is home or there's another adult around, like if my family's visiting. Because I am terrified that one of these days, even though Dallas is great, I have never had an issue with that mare. I'm afraid one day she is going to buck me off and I'm going to get hurt bad, and it'll just be me and the girls home. So Dallas gets to be lazy most of the time. I am tomorrow around 6 a.m. I'm going to pull her out of her area. We'll throw her in the arena. And I'll actually ride her for a while. I need to work on, right now she's just like, she's like pre-entrance level dressage. We are just working on, you know, all of, hey, don't rock like that, baby. We're just working on like the basic horse stuff. Like her right now getting used to a bit is just hilarious. And we're also working on the fact of, she figured out if she lays down, she can get out of work, right? So here you have this big kadonk horse, and she'll very prissily look at you, and she'll front end down, and she'll go, oh, and then she'll lay down, and then you have to sit there and be like, Dallas, get up, Dallas, and she's just like, no. So then you have to figure out how to get the horse up while still making her work, because in her little pea brain, she's like, if I lay down, I don't have to work. So, yeah, one of these days, when I'm not afraid of her, like, absolutely killing me because she's a baby. It's not that she'd do anything maliciously. She just has baby brain because she's 4. She's a baby. We just broke her, you know, within the past year, like, or is she 5 now? She's either 4 or 5. She still has baby brain out the wazoo. And I am just, hey, get out of my barn. Thank you. I am just afraid that one of these days, her and her baby brain is going to get me in trouble because the baby brain she has is absolutely outstanding. Just literally, this horse is just like, so, which I think we're done. You have water, you have water. Can I see the baby? Yeah. Here, why don't you go ahead and leave the barn? You can hold on to the baby. Keep him warm, okay? Let's take y'all out to the quail, because the quail need fed. And then we'll go bug Dallas, because that sounds like a fun idea. Bugging Dallas is my new pastime. I don't have Mushu to bug, so I will bug Dallas. Double the bug for Dallas. Yep, we'll have to bug Dallas. Which, Dallas doesn't care. Dallas just wants attention. Dallas lives on annoying people and attention. So, gonna grab some. That's Max for you. Max is a heathen. Gonna put y'all up here just so I can get past the quail. And not drop any out this time. Because the last thing I need is to drop quail. Because that's what we end up doing. Which the quail have slowly learned that falling out of the coop means that the chickens go after them. So they're slowly learning. Slowly, very, very slowly. Hello, Dolly. Hello. Don't nicker at me. You've already gotten your feed for the night. All right, I'm going to put you guys like right here. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to grab quail food in the metal barn. Maybe I can grab Zeus. Give me a second. Zuzu. Hello. Hello, my live long and prosper naughty man. Hello. Come here. You come say hi. Come say hi. All right. This is Zeus. Isn't he gorgeous? Does he not remind you of a young Stormy? He is just absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love him already. And we named him Zeus because it kind of goes along with the whole stormy lightning vibes, Zeus, god of lightning, whatever. But also, Zeus screwed everything and had children with a lot of things he shouldn't have. So, I am hoping that he is like his namesake and that he breeds well. So, this is Zeus. And his fur is just so lush. The breeder I got him off of, her stock is absolutely amazing. But this is my Zeus. This is my Zeus. And like I said, I am in love with him already. But he's in quarantine right now with Nina. No, Max. He's in quarantine right now with Nina. Not in the same cage. They're in, different cages. But they're both in the quarantine barn just chilling out. But look at this fur, gal. Look at that fur. Is that not just the most gorgeous fur on a blue you have ever seen? I love all my black and blue silver foxes. Yes. Yes, like I said, I am excited to have this guy in our barn. I'll see if I can get Nina out here. She's still a little skitterish with me. There you go, Zeusy. Thank you, baby. And, I'm sorry I don't bring you into the metal barn, but the metal barn was built in the 70s, and I swear they thought radio waves were going to kill everyone and anything around. So it's one of those things. Nope. Yeah, Nina's not coming out tonight. She's in one of my long cages, and Max, stop eating my horse feed. All right, I'm going to get quail food, and then I'm going to be right back out of this barn. Like I said, I just don't want to bring y'all in here and lose connection. It always sounds like I am, conducting some kind of murder in this barn, but I swear it's just me throwing around the feed bucket. Ta-da! All the quail food. All the quail food. You know what? While I'm on live, after I'm done feeding these quail, I'll get Dallas out. We'll brush Dallas down and annoy Dallas on live. I don't think I've ever actually done that before. He peed on you? Yeah. That's okay. Well, maybe not you, but it's okay if I pee on you. Alright, let's get y'all. I'll put y'all over here while I'm feeding quail. That looks like a good spot. Thank you, Machine Gun. We love the commentary. Only two this time. There you go, babies. Alright. Got that done. I'm telling you, these birds are absolutely nuts. But I love them, don't get me wrong. But I swear, they find new ways of trying to kill themselves every day. And it's just absolutely... Oh, it's catching on that. Okay. And then, of course, I have the silvers, which are absolutely not fun. Here, babies. There's that. Because the silvers like to be aggressive. So because they are so aggressive, they aren't fun to feed and water and take care of because they just enjoy being little monsters. Like, I enjoy them. They're gorgeous. Although I did have to cull out my favorite silver rooster, and that made me sad. Because he decided to get into a fight with another rooster, cut his foot open, and then the foot got infected. And that wasn't fun. All right. We're done feeding for the night. Ta-da! Record time! Actually, it's not record time. I just started doing it before I got on live with y'all. Is that cheating? Why, yes. Yes, it is. But that's okay. You gonna come with me? Okay. You can go wherever I go. Where did I put my halter? My area is all kinds of a mess right now just because of everything that's been going on, so I gotta figure out where I put my blue halter, which I know where I put my blue halter, but do I? Sort of. No, I'll grab Nick's old halter, but either way, I have a halter in the barn, which means I have a halter for Dallas. But if it's Nick's old halter, I think it's too big on her. Let me check, though. Because, stay right there, sir. Aha, never mind. I found her halter. Look at that. It's where I'm supposed to put it. I actually put it away, and I'm pretty proud of myself. I actually put something away where it's supposed to go, and that is just shocking for me, to be honest. Because normally, that's not how this happens. Hey, Sydney, stay out here while I grab Dallas, okay? Alright, where should we do this? Dally! You want to get your hair did? You want to did your hair? Back up. You want to did your hair? Let's put you guys right there. Hi. You want to did your hair? Hello. Hello, beautiful girl. Up the nose, around the ears, and clippity-cloo. The halter's coming for you. Good girl. All right. I feel like actually it wouldn't be a horrible spot, except for it's right on the fence, and I feel like this mare will take this fence down just out of spite because she's a mare. But aren't we just a pretty picture? Like, she's absolutely stunning. I love this horse. Stop trying to bite me at random intervals, or stop trying to lay down on me in the arena. That would also be cool. Come on, doll. Come on, doll. Make it through? Good girl. All right. Hard part is mostly over. Now I just gotta set y'all up and go play catch in the arena, because this horse, as much as I love her, is a bit of a buffoon when it comes to grooming. That is a horrible angle, but it'll work. Come here, Dal. Thank you. Making me all the way to the corner where there's not even grass, you heathen of a horse. Come on. Yes, Sid. Yeah, go put him in with his siblings. There's the heathen monster. There. That did not take nearly the effort I thought it would. Because sometimes this mare is a pain in my tuchus. And they're right, Dal. But it's okay. I'll get your hair did up, re-groom you, do my knots. I'm telling you, I love having horses, don't get me wrong. But she is a heathen. My most beloved heathen, but a heathen nonetheless. Redo the final. My baby brain. I know, your goat's under you. I'm telling y'all, I love this horse. She's a dodo brain, though. I do have to see here. Yes. I said I didn't see that because I was chasing my horse. Silver fox really are starting to be like my favorite rabbits ever. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have been like contemplating getting rid of my champagnes, which nothing new there. And then also, I'm sitting here. I'm like looking at cutting down on my mini Rex, which would give me a lot more room. So that would leave me with a lot more space. And then I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, well, what if I only had one breed, right? I'm like, well, what breed would I have? And I'm like, it wouldn't make sense just to keep my mini lines. So it would definitely make sense to keep a meat line. And out of all of my meat rabbits, I am really digging silver fox. We're gonna change this here, because silver fox are absolutely just outstanding rabbits. Like, they have done so well for us. What's it?
I put him right where I could find the warmest spot in his cage.
Good job.
The warmest.
So yeah, and you know, you agree with me because silver fox are awesome. And the thing is more colors are getting approved as we get more breeders. And they're still on, the endangered list, and they're still struggling when it comes to numbers, but they're doing better. We're getting more breeders. And it's one of those things where if we can get more breeders, and focus on improving our lines and improving our quality, we can also look at improving our colors as well. Because right now, the only thing you can show are blacks and chocolates, which, legit makes sense. And they're working on blues right now. But if we could get brokens, if we could get ruse, if we could get boos, if we could work on our lines even more to where we improve those colors, it definitely would be quite advantageous to the breed, because a lot of people, they enjoy having a breed of rabbit that has extra colors on it and not just like standard colors. So watch when you're walking around the butt. Remember, we don't walk around the tuchus. I say as I'm getting ready to walk behind the tuchus. And it's one of those things. I would love to see the silver do even better than they are, and I would love to, Californians, New Zealand's, to make them a more known breed for the populace. Because I think they make great. Yes, baby. It's okay. Those aren't loco weed. To make them just as popular as silver fox. I think that would be extremely, or to make silver fox as known as those other breeds. I just stepped on something in my shoe. So, do I look done brushing yet?
No.
I just gotta bring Dallas back into view because she's playing ring around the horsey. Come on, baby. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. I should have thought about doing something like this sooner. I know I've talked about either like taking y'all on trail rides before, or like going and doing stuff on the horses live. It's just I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I keep forgetting that I keep saying I'm going to do it. So eventually, once Dallas is no longer a booger muncher, it's something that we could do more of, because she is a really, really great little mare. Let's see here.
I can hold those.
You can hold those? Oop. Now the question is, are my angles good? And I'm saying, no, they are not. They are horrible. So let's see if we can do a little better here. Yeah, around the horse. That's better. Well, you also made it a bit better, girl. Yeah, there we go. I need to get a tripod in the middle of the arena that like follows me in circles. That'd be pretty cool. Right now I'm just using the fence line. Now, the only thing I will say about Dallas is because she is a baby brain, she still does the walk around the pole thing. She is not the best stander in the world. Yes, ring around the horsey. But that just comes with patience and age, because eventually she'll get there. Like I said, she's a baby. She's a baby brain. I'm just glad we've gotten as far as we have with like the farrier and everything. The first time the farrier was here, she was not fun to deal with. But when we got with the last time the farrier was here, she did so nice. Not perfect by any means, but nice nonetheless. Although I do feel bad. Now the farrier has to come out and just do the horse and every once in a while the goat instead of doing two horses. I already felt bad enough she was coming out and doing two horses. All right, Sydney, can I get my rubber bands? Get her all nice and groomed up. But let's see here. How is she? I don't know if it's the weather or what. I have lost all but two. And then my entire litter of mini Rexes, I've lost all but one. I have lost basically 2 litters in the standpoint of 2 weeks. And the weather here has been absolutely horrid. It drops real low at night, real high during the day. I don't know if it's back and forth or what, but I have fading kits left and right. Mom's still in milk and still is producing milk. We're providing hay on supplement. We're providing oats on supplement. I know, it sucks. It happens,
How can you understand them?
Because I am magic and I have telekinetic powers.
Not true.
Okay, not true. I'm watching them come up on the screen as I talk. Mm-hmm. It's just salt. It's salt and minerals. It's good for her. She needs those salt and minerals. They're good for her. Yep, she wanted to eat her minerals. But yeah, so this last week has just been horrible when it comes to the rabbits, when it comes to the horses. The chickens are doing well, and so are the quail, so I'll count my blessings there. But there has been, stop chewing on my pants, thank you. There's been a lot of death on the farm, and a lot of vet bills on the farm recently, so it's okay. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna continue on, and we're gonna mourn where we need to mourn, and
Okay, can eat it too?
yep, Max can eat the salt. The salt is good for them.
Can he eat this? Because
He's just gonna chew on the rubber because he's a heathen. But yeah, we're just gonna continue doing as we're doing. Dallas just gets even more time because normally what I would do is I would take one day, I would take care of Dallas, and the next day I'd take care of Mushu. And now Dallas just gets twice the training time. So hopefully the remaining ones will make it, and the one is adult. That's what I'm hoping. They're still too young to tell whether they're males or females. But if they turn out to be boys, I am done with champagnes. And I know I keep saying that. I am so done with champagnes. And no, they need to be girls. I am so done with champagnes. Like I am so frustrated. And you know, part of me is like, oh, I can just get another doe. It's not a big deal. But it is a big deal because look how long I've been trying to get these guys to breed. Look how long they have been in my barn, eating my food with so little success. Like, I don't have kits out of them. And it's one of those things where no matter what I do, it's kind of an SOL situation. And then I just got these gorgeous, gorgeous, silver fox. And I have 3 silver fox bucks in my barn right now. And I'm like, well, if I just get rid of Moose and Belle, that takes care of I already have spaces for them, don't get me wrong, but I'm talking like buck space. Like, technically, I have too many bucks in my barn. I have 3 silver fox and 2 rex, and that is a lot of bucks. On top of having, my Californian buck and my mini rex buck. So I have right now 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 bucks in my barn right now, and that's just too many bucks. Can I have another ribbon, baby?
Sure.
Thank you.
Here you
So I need to figure out what I'm gonna do, who I'm gonna get rid of, who I'm gonna call out, who I'm gonna sell, all of that good stuff. Because like I have a couple of really nice bucks. It's just I have too many, and it's one of those things where it's like, well, if you have too many, there's only a few things you can do. And once you start getting to like a certain point in your rabbitry, like everything is good, right? And you can't keep everything. So it's like now you're getting to the point where, okay, what is great? What are the great things in your barn? And you have to get more and more nitpicky with everything. And it's frustrating because it's like, I don't like being nitpicky on things, but at the same time, it's like I'm nitpicky on my mini Rex constantly. It is not a problem for me to be nitpicky on my mini Rex. Like, I have a mini Rex that even is slightly off, and I'm like, you're done. You're done. You're just done. Like, no problems culling mini Rex. And I had to sit with myself and be like, okay, so you easily get rid of minor problems in your minis, but you don't want to get rid of minor problems in your other lines. Why is that? And you have to do like a little soul searching. And normally my soul searching has to come in the form of me going to show and looking at my competition. And normally after my competition, like I easily am able to like get rid of multiple rabbits, like without a question, because I see what my competition has. I see what they are willing to provide and supply and, get rid of. So it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, they don't have an issue with it. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to fall behind your peers. It's like, I'm not falling behind my peers. So I have a show coming up in September, and I'm going to bring a couple of extras, and I'm going to talk to my fellow breeders and be like, okay, what do I need to get rid of? What are y'all looking at? Because I'm getting a little barn blind here, which is an amazing reason to have peers in your peer group. I missed a chat. I'm going back. What's up? Oh, hello, Black's Tropical. How are you doing? I am grooming Dallas, or at least trying to groom her in frame. She keeps going around this corner right here and keeps getting out of frame. I was like, oh, I have a horse. I might as well do something with it on the YouTubes and not block out myself with wire. Because I'm like, oh, I'll use the fence line to hold my camera. Sometimes I'm smart. Dallas! She's starting to get dapples. She's starting to get healthy enough to where she has dapples on her fur, and it is just gorgeous. And Dallas is like, Mom, what the heck are you doing? There's no treats in your pocket. Hi. I'm just having a grooming night. I was like, I will groom the horse. I will do the things. It will be beautiful. It will be gorgeous. I am going to work on braids because, Now, is Dallas going to hold still? No, because she has baby brain. And she likes to go around. We have this telephone, or this is a, what is this? This pole is a telegraph pole from like the early 1900s that just got cemented into the ground here and has been here forever. It has no purpose other than to tie my horses to it, or horse rather. So it works beautifully as a tie post because it is cemented deep in the ground. Well, that is quite a snort. Hi, you have an itchy face? I'm not scratching pull. Not scratchy pull.
I don't kiss horses.
I kiss horses. Kissing horses is the best thing ever. It's like a stress reliever, The best stress reliever. Okay. I missed let's see. Is Strawberry gonna be overweight for this show? Yes. Strawberry's gonna be overweight, but you know who is not overweight, ladies and gentlemen of the live chat? I will show you who is not overweight. Who I'm trying to sell at the next. Oh, Strawberry Jr. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here, else I'm gonna use your brother. Come here, baby. Ugh, not you, you silver foxed menace. Come here. I will show you who is not overweight, who is doing perfectly fine and perfectly good. May I present for your viewing pleasure one of Strawberry. Hey, Max! Get down. Thank you. Goats. Ta-da. Little look-alike. Strawberry Jr. This isn't Blueberry. Blueberry's in the barn. So, if Strawberry's going to be overweight, I will take the son of Strawberry and just take him to show until we get Strawberry underweight. Actually, I'm trying to sell this buck because it is like a little. The only thing that's different about this, other than a slightly different coat pattern, he has more white on his coat than Strawberry does, is his fur is not quite as dense. And it's not the best compared to his dad, but he is still absolutely outstanding. And he should, in theory, be able to take quite a few either best of group, best of variety, or even best of breed. He's still too young for a best of show, in my opinion, because Junior's winning best of show is like far off. So I'll be taking. I actually have quite a few of Strawberry's kids I'm taking to show, and they're either going there to get sold, or I'm gonna put some legs on them, try to sell them for another month, and then eat them. Because they're great, but I don't want them. Nice. Yeah, like we have some really nice little monsters here. It's just Strawberry himself is playing the I am going to breathe air and gain weight, which I guess is not a horrible problem to have. Like it's purely aesthetic because he's still within a healthy weight range. It's just he's not at a showable weight range. Because you can have an animal that just has a larger bone structure and needs more of the fat. Like you need fat because you're a fatty McFatterson. You are also the same way. You just eat a little bit of hay and you gain weight like a freaking freight train. You're fat, and I love you, but you're fat. Will you not run me over? That is not my idea of a fun time. I don't care what the child is doing. This is desensitizing training, and I see that Sydney moved my camera. For shame, Sydney. For shame. But I figure if I'm doing something, I might as well. Hey, Sydney, do you see my hoof pick on the ground? It's red and has a little hook on the end.
No, but I can help you.
I think it's on the other side of the poles. Big old dolly. Let me fix this camera here because otherwise we are just going to be looking at the wire again. But I'm hoping next show should be pretty good. Like we have Sydney, where'd you put my? There, my rubber bands. Because we have a bunch of really nice. Goat, if you don't knock it off, you're going back to being tied up somewhere. But we have some really nice juniors coming up for show. It's just none of them. Oh, like.
Stay where I kept the rubber band.
I don't know, where'd you put the rubber bands? We have some nice juniors coming up. It's just I don't have room for to keep all of these juniors. So I'll hold on to them till the end of September, take a few to show, and then eat the rest. So, who are you looking forward to bringing? I'm looking forward, as always, to bringing Wiley. So the big ones I'm showing this month are Wiley, Lizzie, because they both did really good at the last show, and I want to finish out their legs. So Wiley, Lizzie. I see. I'm going to bring Blueberry in as one I'm going to keep as a junior. Something weird is going on with what's her face's coat. My Lynx. She's Lynx on the butt, but up at the top, the rings are wrong. So on the butt, when you blow into her fur, when you blow in on the hind quarter, it's white. But when you blow in on the top, it's the same color all the way through. It's fawn. So I might hold off on her yet. Lulu. I might hold off on Lulu. But if Lulu's coat is just shedding out weird because she's shedding out her baby coat, I'll take Lulu as a junior. I'll take Blueberry as a junior. Who else am I taking? I'm taking all those casters as juniors to see, or at least the broken caster and the junior selection, see how they do. But I'm hoping to get them sold off. Mostly, like, I'll enter them in a show just to see how they place. But, like, I won't really do anything with them beyond that, because I'm going to be butchering out Solstice next month. I'm going to be butchering out Sadie next month, Belle next month, possibly Moose next month.
Moose? Who's Moose?
One of the bunnies. And I'm getting rid of a bunch of things. So I want to see, and then out of my mini Rex, I'm looking at butchering a lot. I wish I could say, but we have company. No worries, Blessed with Pets. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Hello, hi. How are you? I'm grooming Dallas and hanging out with her because I feel like Dallas needs a little extra attention in TLC. I'm gonna ride her in the morning.
Can I ride her with you?
If you're up early enough. Maybe. Hey, do not swing that whip around my horse's face. Go, out. Go crawl under the fence. We don't swing whips around horses' faces. That's how we get them spooky with whips, okay? Not that Dallas is gonna do anything. She eats this thing. Chews on it. She already broke it. I used to have this little padded tip on the end that I would use for smacking. She just chewed it off. She is not a scaredy pony, but I also don't want to have a sensitive pony that gets spookified because somebody is swinging away. Come here. We got to get you more of a farm kid, my dear. Here.
I'm not a farm kid. I don't want to be a farm kid.
Well, you live on a farm. Sorry, bud.
I'm not being a farm kid.
That's fine. Just stop swinging whips around my horse's face, and then you can come back into the arena. You're going to get me kicked or bit. Parenting. The joys of... But it makes the horse desensitize, which is also a plus, I suppose. Can you hold this for me? Thank you. You have a big enough butt for it. Oh, I'm insulting your butt. It's okay. It's a very beautiful butt. It's just a big butt. I am not giving you treats. Stop chewing on me. Hey, baby brain. Hi, baby brain. What's up, baby brain? You're a bad girl. You know that? You're a very, very bad pony. But it's okay. We like our bad ponies, don't we? I will say, one thing I am looking forward to is Dallas is starting to get streaks of white in her coat, which is interesting. So I'm wondering if she's going to roan out or if she just has random white flecks. So If she roans out, I'm not going to be happy. I don't want a roan. At least not a red roan. Blue roans I love, but red roans. I had a red roan that we trained growing up. Her name was Strawberry. And that red roan was a pain in my tuchus. She was not nice. She was mean. She bit. She kicked. She bucked. Oh, did that brush spook you? Oh, poor baby. And that horse, I swear, was trying to kill me. And I did not like that horse. So I have never, after that horse, had a good feeling about red roans. So if I can stick with just my normal red heathen monster mare, I was not asking for your foot, but thank you. I will be happy. But if she roans out, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry to high heavens. So I've never seen a red roan with her color, mane, and tail. That would be absolutely gorgeous. Live chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. But real quick, what's your opinion on the rabbits I emailed you? The rabbits, did you send new pictures, or did we stop where we stopped talking about the posing pictures? Because I can't really give you an opinion unless I get a nice posed picture, because that'd be doing you a disservice, because you can't see how anything's long or how deep anything is. You really want to get a posed picture, and it's one of those things where just tell them how to do it, because at the end of the day, you want to make sure you're getting something of quality, and it's something, that you yourself are buying. So you want to make sure that it has the right type or doesn't have anything weird structurally, because that would suck. Especially when you're going for breeding stock. Isn't that right? Like you're weird in your structurality. If I had a helmet right now, I'd just jump on your back and take a nap on you. But my helmet's inside. Yes, it is. My helmet's inside. How are your hoofs looking? Can I borrow your hoof here in a second? Can I borrow that hoof? No, that's a pretty sidestep, but I don't want it. Thank you. Not looking too bad. You got a rock right there I don't like. I should probably find my pick and do those for you. You're a good girl. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, that's a pretty side pass. You're very naughty tonight. I'm doing a lot of moving. Oh, is this a scratchy moment? Is this a scratchy moment? A nice big butt scratch? Is it a scratchy butt moment? Right there? Oh, right there. Okay, right there. Okay. Right there. Right on the girth line. Is that where you're itching out? How's that? Is that better? Is that better? Did I get the itchy spot? Around your mane? You know you like it right here, too. You know you like it right there, too. You know I just did your hair. I know you like it right there. Yes. This big old red mare. I say she's a big old red mare, but y'all, she's a pony. Can you believe that? She is a pony. Like, it's the closer to the ground, the closer to hell. And my big old pony. My big old pony that's annoying as heck. And needs her tail brushed. Let's play the game of how much can we annoy Dallas before I get kicked. The answer normally is I annoy the ever-living crap out of this pony, and she hasn't tried to kick me now since I got her the first week or so. I think she got bored of me being like, knock it off and stop it, because, she's kind of a butthead, but she's not all that aggressive. Although I've come to learn that she is kind of a one-person or a two-person horse. Like, she does really well with me and my family, but she doesn't like my little sister. She didn't like my little sister at all, and my little sister did nothing but give this little heathen treats and try to ride her, and she was like, oh, let me show you the dance, and my people knocked her straight on her butt. So I've rode her a couple times since then, and she's done really well, so I don't know if she's just in a bad mood or what. Look at that. Look how pretty your tail is. I always have to move away the top layer, because after the top layer and that second layer, I swear, she gets the worst knotting. I used to have a red gelding. His name was Oliver. We called him Oliver Twist because he was supposed to be my barrel horse, because when I got started, I wanted to be a barrel rider. I'm nowhere near a barrel rider. I am a little prissy English girl, and I love my dressage. I love 3-day eventing as a whole, don't get me wrong, but dressage was one of those events where I was like, it has to be perfect. Every movement, every everything, just perfection. Oh, we're gonna go from this letter to that letter at a walk. That walk better be on point. And I know that's funny, but that's literally what I enjoyed was just micro analyzing every single movement for, collection and balance and rhythm and just everything. You have dirt on this side too. What do you think, Dally? Look how beautiful you are when you actually clean yourself up. Just a gorgeous girl. She's just a gorgeous girl. I don't have treats for you. No, I don't. I have scratchies. I have nice scratchies just like that. Yeah. I have wonderful scratchies. Oh, look, a low battery warning. Let's close that out. There we go. Please don't poop over here. I actually clean up over here. I guess the chickens could clean up for me, move it around, but I don't have a space over here to move it. Look at you. You and your roaning. I hate that you're getting some white in you, girl. I hate it. You're supposed to be beautiful all over red, and you're roaning out on me. All right. Let's see here. I just saw a live chat come in. It's pitch black here. Gotta head out. Of course, of course. Thank you again for showing up. I just don't want to be weird if they say they don't look too great and then end up getting them anyway. You don't have to say anything. Like, if you don't like how they look and you still want to get them, you don't need to say anything. Which does are up next year for breeding, or are you done for a bit? Next year's breeding lineup. So next year's breeding lineup is, of course, Vanessa, Raven, Nina for the Silver Foxes. For our Californians, of course, we still have Hawk, we have Tati, and Chow Chow will be of breeding age soon. Let's see who else, and then that will go into the Breed It Better program. On top of that, for the minis, Penguin, Lulu, and then Blueberry will all be breeding next year. What, Sydney? I can't hear you. Just a second. I'm coming over to you. What's up? Okay, well, not right now. Okay, go inside. And then for the Rex, we are looking at Emma, Lizzie, and then one of the chinchilla does that I haven't picked out yet for next year's lineup. Am I done for a while? Am I done for a while? That's a funny question. I don't want to scratch your butt. I don't want to scratch your big old badonkadonk. Although you do need a bath. If it was warmer, I'd give you one. I swear. There. Ruin all of my brushing just to give your butt a scratch. This mare. I love this mare, but she is annoying. So yeah, when it comes to breeding, that's what we're looking at. I say there is no breaks when it comes to the rabbits. Even if I get discouraged or anything, the only time I look at taking breaks is moving my breeding schedule around if we're going on like a vacation or a trip. And then it's not really a break, more of I'm moving left to right so that like the pet sitters don't need to like worry about it, because no one wants to deal with a rabbit giving birth while I'm on vacation. That's looking good, baby. Nice, good hoof. So, so I'll move that around so that it's not a big deal or a big worry. All right. There you go, mamas. But, oh, I know life is hard. Do you want some grain? I feel like you want some grain. You want a treat? I mean, I know that grass is delicious, but I feel like you would enjoy some grain a little more. Ooh, I'm going to move that gate and it's immediately going to fall. You going to kick me? No? Okay. Remember, kids, don't walk behind a horse. Let's see, I just saw live. Nice. Who are you most excited to see how the kits look? I'm excited for the most excited. That's a good question. If we're talking about like color-wise, I'm most excited for Zeus. I want to see who's throwing blues in my current lines, and Nina. If I can get some chocolates out of Nina, I'm gonna be tickled pink, especially if I can get them within the next year, like when she's ready to breed. She's still a little off, but when she's ready to breed, if I get some chocolates out of her, I will be tickled pink. But we're talking like Rex's. Lizzie is also, she's my chocolate otter. She is going to be super fun to see what she throws. Just because looking back on her pedigree, she has a lot of weird things. But I'm also looking at breeding her to alpha. So in theory, and I have one person, they're like, hey, I know it's not in standard, but odds are that if you are breeding together a chocolate of any variety and a chinchilla, you are eventually going to get a chocolate chinchilla. Thank you, Dallas. You're so sweet. Thank you for coming over here. Have some grain. So she's like, if you ever get a chocolate chinchilla, like, here's my business card. Hit me up. I haven't had a chocolate chinchilla in a very long time, and I would love a buck for a breeding program. So she said doe is also fine, but she would really like to get a another, chocolate chinchilla buck. But she's was one that she wasn't looking at breeding chinchillas. She was looking at breeding chocolates, and she just liked chocolate chinchillas. What did she have at the show? She had some gorgeous looking Rexes. They were just black otters, I do believe. But she wanted more chocolates in her line. What was I doing? I was shutting that fence. I'm looking for my goat. I have a feeling I'm going to have to tie my goat up tonight because he is acting a mighty fine mess. And if I don't lock him up, he's going to climb on things that he's not supposed to. So much to his chagrin, he's going to get tied to the barn tonight because he is naughty. Very, very naughty. Love that goat. That goat's a menace. But he does really good on his job. His job being keeping Dallas company. That is Dallas's child. If you did not know, Max and Dallas are related. Max might think he's a horse, but he is 100% goat. And if I stand over here and pretend to ignore him, he might just come walking over here. I don't know if you can see him right. Yeah, right there. See, he's right there. If I ignore him and pretend I don't see him, I don't know which bird that is, but one of my parrots is not a happy camper right now, which, you know what, I can't really blame them. So that time of night, I'm standing here being a weirdo. Hello, goat. Come here! I got the goat! This turns into a game of tug of war. Come on. It's like dragging the dogs into the house. Come on, you. Come on. I know you don't want to, but come on. Come on. I will pick you up. Look, I outweigh you by a good 10 pounds. I'm going to use it to my advantage. Whew. Oh, don't yell at me. You're on there at least for the night. Sorry. You jumped on my rabbit pen. And if you're not under supervision and you're jumping on the rabbit pen, you're going to fall through the rabbit pen. I love that goat. That goat's a menace to society. He has a nice little area over there. He has grass, he has water, he has shelter. He wants to be in with the horse, which, okay, no big deal. But when he's in with the horse, he can get in and out of the fence, right? And if he gets in and out of the fence, he can go to the arena. If he can go in the arena, he can jump on everything. And one of these days, he's going to jump on the greenhouse and break his leg. I'm just not in the mood to deal with those vet bills. Got to go, but love the live streams and the videos. Have a great weekend. Also hope it gets better. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful night. And yeah, I hope things get better here too. This week has been atrocious, but it's okay. It's okay. We're still here. We're still moving. Everything's gonna be good. But nah. Freaking goat. That is not what I want. I do not want a vet bill because he went onto the greenhouse, got stuck up there, and decided to jump off the greenhouse. Call my vet up. Hey, I know you were just out here. I know you don't want this phone call, but I need you out here. I hear goats are fun. You want it? You want my goat? He's not fun. He is a menace to society. Not the fun menace to society either. Just a menace to my society. And my homestead. I love him dearly. I love that goat. Don't get me wrong, but he's a menace to society. And I'm just worried that one day I'm going to call my vet and I'm going to be like, hey, I need you to come out here and euthanize my goat because he jumped off my greenhouse. Because he broke his leg. Because he's gonna get stuck up there. I know he is because that's how Max is. Oh, come on. I'll tell you, you can have the goat. And you can have the goat. I'll take one of your dogs. We'll trade one of your adorable, amazing dogs for my annoying goat. That seems like a fair trade, right? Maybe? Just a little bit? Just a little bit? I'm telling you. And the thing is I'm a glutton for punishment because I've also talked about getting a milk goat or getting a goat that we can breed so that we can get a kid and milk out of her. And then I sit with Max, right? And I'm like, yeah, Max is a total menace to society, but what if we got more? What if we got more goats? And what would that look like on this homestead? Which I joke, I kid, but no goats, menace to society. They're crazy. But Dallas, when your hair's all did up and you're all brushed out, you are quite the looker, my dear, even if you are a pony. My husband was talking to me, and he's like, talking about getting that Paso I told you all about earlier. And he's like, and I was sitting here, I'm like, you talk about getting a Pasofino, but you're going to steal my horse, and I just know. He's like, yeah, I'm going to steal Dallas. And it's like, thanks. Love that. Love that for me. You know, I have this horse I absolutely adore, and my husband's like, yeah, I'm going to steal that horse. Well, I'm going to, like, just go hide your saddle. Like, you thought you were going to ride. Nope, I'm hiding your saddle. You don't even know where your saddle is right now anyway. Wish I could go close the trailer up. But, I don't know. Husband's trying to steal my horse. Just ain't right. Man's trying to steal my pony. My pony. He should be riding this gallant, huge draft horse, and he wants my pony. Just wait. Just wait till he realizes how much of a redheaded mare Dallas is and how much of a heathen she is. He's going to be like, oh, no, never mind. I'm going to get somebody that's a little better behaved and not a psychotic. Because Dallas is crazy. Dallas does the weirdest little things, including chew on things. She right now is really into grabbing my ponytail and ripping the holder out. That's her big thing right now. Her other big thing is she likes anything shiny on pants. So if you're like bending over and you're picking out her hoof and she sees like the buttons or the little like clippy things that go on your belt loops, she'll sit there and she'll try to bite at them. And normally because she's trying to bite at them, she gets skin. And that's not fun. But that's her thing right now, is chewing on things and being a heathen and just being a downright naughty girl. But she's a good horse. She's just a bad horse. But anyway, y'all, I better get going. I get the trailer closed up. I gotta head inside. Danny and I are watching a brand new anime. I can't remember what it's called, but the premise is these kids, they go to the school and they're not allowed really having contact to the outside, and they get paid at first like 100,000 yen to attend, and they're told, hey, every month you're going to get an allowance. So you have these kids that are like spending wazoos of money, and then they find out the next month that yes, they might get paid as long as, you know, they have good grades and they're behaving and all that stuff. But if they don't behave and they're not doing all those things, they don't get any allowance. So it's kind of like this dystopian, like, school society anime. It's really good, and I'm really enjoying it. Danny finds a lot of cool animes for us to watch. So I got to go watch another episode of that because I'm, like, digging it. We're, like, in episode 7 right now. So have a wonderful weekend, Soul Sister. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for, you know, coming out. I really enjoy when you come out, and I really enjoy going over to your things. I keep trying to catch the Monday lives, and I just don't know if I'm not getting up early enough or what. But then I remember, like, our time zone differences. So I always catch you on the replay. I'm always there on the replay, but I need to get back into another live. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to awkwardly, as always, press the exit button. So bye, y'all.